Welcome back, guys. Max here, and again we are going to do one final weapon review. Actually, I might do one more after this. I might do the General Liu if I can get some sensible gameplay with it. But for today we are going to take a look at the Parabellum MG14 Low Weight, which is fast becoming one of my favourite guns in the whole game. Now, the medic gun, which is the Fedorov Avtomat, struggled there to remember what it was called, is by far my favourite gun within the medic class. It's one of the strongest guns in the game, and we'll be seeing a buff to its damage with the new patch that will be coming. We're not entirely sure when that's coming, but it'll be coming in the not too distant future. But for today, let's have a look at the Parabellum MG14 Low Weight. This thing is an absolute beast. The gameplay you're going to see in the background was taken from Zaretsin. It's a 58 and 14 game. Now, there were some kills mixed in there when I picked up the Sentry. I want to say I had the Villa Perosa, and that thing in the actual on the B flag within the cathedral is an absolute monster, although I screwed it up and I won't be showing the clips from that because I really want to focus on Parabellum. But so what do we get from the Parabellum? Let's do the damage and all that fun jazz first. And the damage as it currently stands is 23 at its maximum and 17.5 at its minimum. Its fire rate is 700 rounds per minute. And its muzzle velocity, this surprised me, I found this on SimTick, again the link to SimTick will be down in the description below, is 870 meters per second. That is muzzle velocity. That is sniper rifle speeds. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. Now, its upward recoil is pretty fierce. It's about 38, I want to say it was. And it's the same whether you're aiming down the sights or whether or not you're hip firing it. It really doesn't matter. But the upwards recoil is a little bit fierce. So if you are running around with this, I found that instead of aiming at the body like you normally do and keeping your gun sights up and all that kind of stuff, I typically try and find myself aiming at people's feet and just let the gun basically ride up their body and all that kind of fun stuff. And that's seems to me that's the way it's going to work. Now, in the new buff that's coming in the not too distant future, I hope, we are going to see the damage model on this gun. The MG14, the MG15 and the Madsen are all going to get the same damage buff change across the board. They all carry the same ammunition, 7.92 by 57, heavy. So the maximum damage is going from 23 up to 28, and its minimum damage is going from 17.5 up to a solid 21. Now, that will make the gun, and I've tried this in the CTE, this makes this gun an absolute monster. It's not inconsistent as it currently stands right here, right now in the game. It's perfectly consistent and will just absolutely slay multiple enemies. Now, I was playing with some of the guys yesterday after the stream, not yesterday, on Saturday I should say, when the stream crashed, and I played with some of the guys that had jumped in there and we played offline, and was absolutely wrecking it. And Initial likes to call this gun the Parabellend. And this gun is a bell end. It's a complete monster, to be perfectly honest with you. This thing easily, if not rivals, but beats out the dreaded Hellbeagle without a shadow of a doubt. Now, the recoil is not as manageable as the Hellbeagle by any stretch, form, shape or description. However, the gun itself, especially if you belly flop on it, and that's the way that I certainly like to run this gun, is an absolute laser beam and an absolute powerhouse. And there's a couple of kills in the background that I'm going to try and edit into this gameplay, just to demonstrate what a laser beam this gun is. Now, I've tried it. You can have and equip it with the Aaa Sights. I personally don't like them. I find them very restrictive. There are some of the other weapons within the support class that I do like to run the Aaa Sights on. This is not one of them. I like the iron sights that come with it. I think they work absolutely well, and this gun is just as much a beast off the hip, especially in close quarters, as it is by aiming down the sights. So we all know this is the dreaded one that you have to go and kill 2 airplanes to unlock it. It's part of the unlock criteria. And those of you that are still struggling with this challenge, my suggestion to you guys is get 2 or 3 of your buddies, slap on the MG15 suppressive, get yourselves in a hardcore match, get on a map such as Monte Grappa or something like that, where the planes typically fly a little bit lower and you can get yourself a little bit higher with the mountainous regions on that map, and literally just spend a couple of games just literally spraying and hosing down these planes. Me and Dan did this. We did it in the space of about 3 or 4 games. Both of them we got on Monte Grappa. He got his done in 1 game. I got 3 actually in the subsequent game that we played, but I didn't actually realise that that I'd taken 3 planes out because of the way hardcore works. You don't really get the notification. But that would be my suggestion if you are struggling with that challenge. Get in hardcore, MG15 suppressive, just 200 rounds, bullet hose. Just keep an eye on the overheat on the gun, so that you're not running out, or not running out of ammunition, but you're not getting stalled along the way. And then get yourself unlocked the Parabellum MG14 You won't be disappointed. This gun is easily the best gun now in the support class, and I'm really looking forward to when they damage model buff it, increase it. Oh my god, I tripped over all my words there, but you know what I'm trying to say. When they change the buff on this gun, it's going to be an absolute monster. It already is a monster. It's just going to become an even bigger powerhouse, and I think you're going to see a lot more people running this gun as it becomes unlocked and a little bit more popular, and people start understanding what it is. So there we are. That's my review of the Parabellum. Those are the stats. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look out for another one tomorrow, and in the meantime, I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.